What's happening, everybody? Um, the Ohio River's not in very good shape. We're kind of stuck in Tanner's Creek right now. I tried to go up in the warm water discharge, and I can't even really get into that. There's so much debris coming through there. I'm not gonna risk going out there. There's too much debris. But anyway, Robin's in the background.
Hello, everybody. Have a good day. Or are you
So
having a good day, I should say.
I think what I'm gonna do is maybe we'll try to drag this little creek, see if we can't at least catch some channel cats or something. What do you think?
Think
I mean,
that's a
we're
good
here.
idea.
We're here. So I've got to start getting ready. Give me a few so I
I'll
can get
read
some
a
stuff
hello
together.
to everybody while you're getting your stuff up.
Thank you.
Old Creek Catfishing Billy is in the house. Uncle Lou's in the house. Hello, Uncle Lou. Takedown Catfishing has become a member. Hi, KP.
Thank you, Bobcat.
That's Takedown Catfishing is Kenneth Powell.
Yeah, but I saw Bobcat up there. It says member Bobcat. Did Kenneth become a member too?
Yeah,
Well, I'll be darned. It doesn't say that in there. Well,
says
thank
it
you
in the
both.
live chat.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So you got two new members today. You got
Awesome,
Bobcat and KP.
awesome, awesome.
Cold Creek Catfishing says, hope you guys catch a pig. Uncle
Well,
Lou's already started saying, here, fishy, 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 fishy. Takedown Catfishing says, Chris, good luck today, bud.
thank you.
Fishing Freedom says, stick a pig, Chris.
I don't have high hopes in this creek for catching anything big. It's probably just going to be channel. We'll keep
Chad's
my
lurking
head
in the background. Uncle Jeep is in the house.
Uncle Pete.
And Bobcat says, he better show up. Uncle Jeep says, sorry, they are running late. Chris lost his booster seat and they are frantically looking for it.
Oh, good Lord. Let's see.
Brian B's in the house. Yo, yo, yo.
There's a whole lot of debris even in this creek. We may be nothing but snagging. But holy cow, I don't even have sinkers out. What are you doing, Robin? You're not doing your job.
I'm not in the boat.
Oh, that's right.
You forgot that part.
That's right, I did. I
There's no
apologize.
drawing today, you guys. That was on
Yeah,
January
that
1st.
that drawing's over. And they're like, damn it, I just shouldn't have joined.
Yep. Kentucky says, hurry, do a drawing. Only 10 in here. I may win. Hi, all.
No drawings today.
Bobcat said, enter. Hashtag no free crap today. Or no, he actually said, instead of today, it says toady.
Old Bobcat. We got some new stickers coming from Bobcat. They look awesome.
Yeah, he's going to be doing some for me, too. He's just behind, so I just need him before CatCon. I don't want to go in there empty-handed when I have so many of your all stickers. Except for I don't have the hooks and hammocks.
You don't?
I don't.
Well, you'll get some at CatCon for sure.
Oh, good. I'll have to put it on the thy boat. Clint Hasselman said if they're headed to the Tanners Creek area, the river came up about 5 feet overnight. Should be good. That's Clint Hasselman.
I'm not sure who that is, but I'm in Tanners Creek right now. And I mean, the creek's up, it's fine, but there is a lot of debris in the creek.
Oh, geez, I missed a lot of you people because my other screen was refreshing. So I apologize if I missed anybody so far.
You'll be all right.
All righty. So carp, catfish, baits, tips, tricks, and techniques is in the house.
Nice.
He says, Merry Christmas, everyone. Boy, you're a week behind.
Happy New Year.
351 is in the house. Brian B says, if the river went up 5 feet, it is definitely taller than Chris.
Put your face mouth, Brian B.
Creole says, where did it go? Good morning, Chris and Telly. Listening on my way to work.
Be safe, Creole.
Valerie says, good morning, son.
That's my mama.
Is it really?
Yep.
And she's always been so sweet. No wonder I like her so much.
Valerie Lee.
J Dog says, oh, hell nah. I know my #1 fan ain't reading chat for the enemy.
And get this, J Dog. She contacted me and volunteered to read chat.
I did. I like reading chat. And I've had a rough morning, so I needed something good. Catfishing Fresno said, Chris, put your arm floaties on. Brian said it's too deep for you.
Well, we're going to start kicking people out of here.
Chad says, the pool Chris is on has gone up 10 feet, not 5. And that's since yesterday.
There's lots and lots and lots and lots of debris out there. Too much debris to try to go out there. I met up with a boat right here at the mouth. They tried to go out and they turned around and came back.
Oh, wow. Fishing and Freedom says channel rats are fun too.
Well, we're probably going to be limited to just 2 or 3 rods. This creek is not very wide. I know there's other boats in here. And there's so much debris. We put planer boards out. It's going to be a mess.
Right. Chad said, Chris, if you can, I'd go to that other creek I keep trying to get to.
Dad, you come down here and put your boat out there and go down to that other creek. How about that? But it's a mess out there. A mess.
Good morning, Telly.
Hi, baby. I'm staying in Tanners Creek, babe, so you don't have to worry about me.
Super Smurf Eric says, you always win. You get to spend time with that great chicken nugget.
Add that one to the list to kick out of here.
Anything is possible. Just popping in to give you a thumbs up. Work's still crazy. Gotta roll. That's right, everybody. Hit that thumbs up.
Thank you, thank you. So we're going to drag this creek a little while. If we don't hook up on something soon, I'm not going to torture you guys with this because I don't have a lot of confidence in what we're doing right now. My plan was to be out on the river, and Mother Nature had other plans. But we will see if we can at least pull a few channel rats out of here real quick.
Question for you. that drag weight that you have on there.
Yeah,
How many ounces?
those are 2 ounces.
Okay. Fishing and Freedom says, hashtag Uncle Lou's boat. I hope I win.
Are we giving away Uncle Lou's boat?
I'm not giving away Uncle Lou's boat. I'm not brave enough.
If Uncle Lou gives us permission, we'll give it away. I ain't scared.
Fishing and Big Mike is in the house, says, come on, 80 pounder.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen in this little creek. Uncle Lou says, time out. Say what?
Yeah, I'm still way up. I haven't caught up yet. Curtis says, come on, Chris. If Telly was out there, she'd already have a fish.
Yeah, we'll be kicking Curtis out.
Uncle Lou said, let's not be afraid to catch a fish today. Randall's in the house if I did not say that. Hello, Randall. J-Dog. He says, Robin C., you're dead to me.
Uh-oh.
Ouch.
That's not very nice, J-Dog. That's not nice at all.
Art is in the house, says, Chris, I hope you and Telly had a wonderful Christmas and a happy New Year.
We had good holidays. Thank you very much.
Oh my gosh.
We're going to start out with 3 rods and see how we do. I put out 4. I'm going to have to put some planer boards on.
Yeah. Gotcha. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
You're right.
Quiet Man Curtis says, J-Dog, does that mean I'm the #1 fan now?
I doubt it.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what he says about that. I can't believe he disowned me.
Oh, I left my sunglasses in the truck.
Oh, no. Baseball cap time. J-Dog said, me and Rambo Sambo went out last night and slayed the fish. How many did you get, J-Dog?
Not on camera. Don't count. You could be telling.
Chad says,
you could be telling fallacies.
Chad says, I ain't scared to go out there.
Yeah, come on, big boy.
Oh, 19 Stony 64 says, great to see the sun out. Happy New Year. Might have to take the boat out myself later.
Well, the weather's perfect. I bet it's near 60 degrees. Well, if my thermometer wasn't dead, I'd tell you what the temperature was, but it's got to be close to 60.
Catfishing Fresno says, you didn't go live, J-Dog, so just a fish story.
That's right. You tell them.
Uncle Lou says, I'll vouch for the dog and Rambo.
Well, if Uncle Lou
J-Dog, go ahead, Chris, I'm sorry.
If Uncle Lou says they caught fish, then they caught fish. I'll believe Uncle Lou.
J-Dog, let Rambo Sambo know that tail is been deboned, dehydrated, and the dogs love the meat from the tail.
Can you see all 3 of those rods?
Yes.
All right, because I can't. There's sun coming off that screen. I can't see nothing on that screen.
On a phone, it would be hard, but no, on my tablet, I see it perfectly. Miss Telly said hello back to me. Becca's in the house.
Hi, Becca.
J-Dog says, Fresno, Uncle Lou was in a private live. Ask him. J-Dog, if I'm your #1 #1 fan, Why didn't I get an invite to that live last night?
Yeah, see, that's a good question, Robin. That is a perfect, legitimate question for J Puppy.
Quiet Man Curtis is crying. It says, I guess that is a no, J Dog.
Can't believe I
Catfishing
forgot my
Fred
sunglasses.
says, Uncle Lou, and he gives him a fist punch. J Dog, I see his comment. It's believable now. Telly says, I won't time all you wonderful people. No worries. So she's not going to be taking anybody down.
Telly, if they insult me, you take them out.
KP wants to know what you're using for bait.
Chicken and carp, which ought to be pretty good up in this creek. I mean, the blues could be up in here, but I expect it to be mostly channels. So we're putting on some smaller baits. We're dragging really slow.
Clint's asking what the main river looks like. You said there was debris everywhere.
Oh, there's debris everywhere. It's blown out with debris. I even had one of the workers for the city of Lawrence, as I was launching, he's like, man, I don't recommend you going out there, because he was just down there looking at it, and he's like, it's bad. There's so much debris out there. I was talking to J Dog on the phone, and he's like, so it's like sitting at the edge of the interstate waiting for traffic to clear to get on the interstate. And I'm like, yeah, that's a pretty good analogy, actually. There's so much debris out there.
Playing Frogger with your boat, huh?
It's just, there's too much debris. Too much
Uncle
debris
Lou
to be
says,
out there trying to spot lock or anything, and big stuff too. I mean, big debris.
Dang. Uncle Lou says, how are you ever going to fish the Missouri if you won't go on to Ohio?
It's not the current, it's the debris. There's probably only 3 mile an hour current out there right now, but it's just debris everywhere.
And the debris isn't like little things. You get logs that are huge. I've seen it for myself. Uncle Lou's telling Telly, you better start toughening him up. LOL. We don't have those little creeks like that to hide in.
Well, that's his fault. I even had Chad and J Dog both called me before I even launched and said, well, actually, J Dog sent a message and said, do not go on the Ohio. They got to listen to the more experienced anglers, boaters.
Yeah. And with J Dog, I feel very safe in a boat because he is always watching for that type of stuff. So if he tells you not to do it, that's a good sign not to do it.
Yeah, that's when he sent me that text, I was like, well, I'm at least going to go out there and look at it, but I probably won't spend any time on it. And he was right. When I got out there, I was like, nope. I'd be dodging logs every 30 seconds.
J Dog. I've been stripped of my #1 fan.
I wouldn't worry about it.
J Dog says, I was going to send you the link, but Uncle Lou said he felt like you was going to break my heart soon. And look here, you did. Now Curtis is my #1 fan.
Nah, I wouldn't let that bother you. He'll be begging
Uncle
for
Lou
you.
has a question. Not a very serious one, though. Haven't you played Frogger?
Yeah. Well, not with 4 to 6 lines out the back of the boat. I haven't.
Take down Catfish and says, Chris, you be careful out there, buddy.
Oh, we're perfectly safe up here. The worst thing we got to worry about here is snagging our lines.
Uncle Lou says, "Whoa, false, false,
Like
false.
that.
What's false, Uncle Lou? You got a bite?
No, it's a snag.
Dang it!" NJ Fishing Maniac is in the house. J Dog says, "Okay, I'm heading to the river. Good luck. I will be watching." Wish I was there with you, J Dog, but I lost my #1 status, so I guess the drive isn't for me today. Sniffle, sniffle. And Jay, I hope your dad's doing okay. NJ Fishing says, "Hey, all in chat. Hope everyone is well." Uncle Lou told us J Dog's only headed back to bed. Quiet Man Curtis says, "Good luck, J Dog. Even though I know you don't need it." NJ says, Thank you for the prayers. He's hanging in, hoping to have surgery soon. Prayers for your dad. We'll continue praying for him." Mr. Rogers says, "Good morning, y'all." He's handing you a cup of coffee, Chris.
Coffee sounds pretty good.
He says, "Good luck out there. I'll be headed to the lake shortly." Oh my gosh. J-Dog, you're killing me. I'm reading Super Smurf Eric's first. I think maybe I'll stop reading J-Dog's. What do you think, Chris?
That's up to you. You're the chat reader.
Super Smurf Eric says, "J-Dog, I thought Curtis was Roger's #1 fan." J-Dog says, "Dog Pound is looking for another state other than Michigan to fish with, if anyone is interested." Uncle Lou wants to know what type of dragging weight you're using.
Those are the Carolina dragon weights from oh good Lord, what's her name?
Becca and Jamie?
Who?
Becca and Jamie?
Rebecca and Jamie, yeah.
Carolina rig.
Carolina dragon weights. I've got about 5 different kinds of dragon weights. Those were the closest ones to grab. So I like them though. They're good dragon weights.
Jack got quiet on you, Chris.
That's all right.
Where's your fishy, fishy, fishy thing at? The one that helped me catch my 17-pounder.
Oh, it's too early for that.
What are you using for bait today?
I've got chicken and carp.
When'd you catch the carp?
I've had the carp for a long time.
Oops, I'll be right back. My dog's barking at the neighbor.
All righty.
And that neighbor's afraid of dogs.
Well, chat will have to just chat amongst themselves because I cannot see that screen at all. They'll be all right.
I'm bringing 2 of the dogs in. Okay.
Maybe I'll drag up my old phone and tripod. Wouldn't that be something?
2 of the dogs in. Okay. 2 of the dogs in. 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 2 of the Come on. All right, I'm back. Did you miss me?
Sure did.
Let's see if chat did. Mr. Rogers says, here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Catfish and Dream says, Cat fam listening while working, not twerking. Uncle Lou says, I found in snagging areas, I tie a piece of mono from weight to swivel and a 3-inch peg float or 2.5 oval.
You have to draw me a diagram.
Yeah, I'm trying to picture that.
I think I know what he's talking about. But
Fishing and Freedom says, I caught my best channel Sunday on a piece of cut buffalo. They was hitting that and threadfin. What's that?
I just thought of something. I can't put out any more rods because I'm on Indiana water now. Rod limit's 3, so I can't put any more out.
Well, it's a good thing you realize that.
I know. I was just sitting here thinking about this 4th rod, and then I was like, oh, wait a minute. It's 3 rod limit. I can't do that.
Fishing and Freedom. Congrats on your best channel. On your best channel, Cat. Catfish and Dreams is Chris, you got that rod wreck fixed?
No, it's still broke.
Where's it broke at?
The welds are broke on it in the back.
Oh, I gotcha. Waterside for Adventures. Hi, all.
What's up, Waterside?
Uncle Jeep has a question.
I got answers.
Since you are not fishing with Miss Telly, what the heck did you eat for breakfast?
Nothing. I've had nothing for breakfast.
He said you would bypass Miss Telly's most excellent cooking to eat Fruit Loops and go fishing now? Or fishing solo?
She wasn't cooking.
She took the day off. Take Down Catfishing says 32 in here. 12 thumbs up. Come on, y'all. Hit that thumbs up, please.
We dragged this a little ways more, maybe another 30, 40 minutes. If we don't get anything, I may come back up here and spot lock. There's marks there. I don't know that they're catfish, but there's some marks there up under that bridge. If we don't get anything dragging in the next 30 or 40 minutes, I may come right back here, spot lock and suspend, and just sit there for a while.
There you go.
With that river up and as much debris and stuff that's going down that river, that may push those fish up in here. We may just have to sit and wait on them.
Michelle says, you know, Chris, that breakfast sandwich ain't hard.
You got to have the bread.
Uncle Jeep says, hey, that bridge looks like a Motel 6 for us trolls. Creole Catfishing said, Chris, I just remembered something. April and May is also crawfish season. Are you heading down to Louisiana?
2024.
Nice. I'd love to go there. I'd like to get, there's just so much to do down there. There's the frogs, there's the gators, there's the fishing, of course.
I like crawfish. I don't know about sucking on the heads, but I do like
I
me some
couldn't do that.
crawfish.
I couldn't do the heads, but I could definitely
If
do the tails.
if I had somebody cooking them that I trusted and I knew everything was done right, I probably wouldn't have a problem doing it.
Mary says, gotta head back to work. Hey there, Telly. Good luck, Chris.
Yeah, Mary, get to work.
Michelle said, the bread isn't hard either.
Michelle, I'm a taste tester, not a cook.
AR Vlogs is waving, says, my family, Happy New Year, all.
Happy New Year. Hey, you know what? I'm kind of glad we came back up this way because I think I forgot to lock my truck.
Well, then you can go get your glasses too.
Well, no, I'm not going to go out. I'm just going to, as we go by, I'm going to lock it.
Remote lock from the river. I don't recognize AR Vlogs.
They're in some chats.
Fishing and Freedom says, when I eat crawdads, ain't nothing left but the shell and a memory.
I really thought we were going to pick something up coming under that bridge back there.
I did too. You know, I'm still thinking right where you're at right now, you might get one. Michelle says, Chris, you sound like Tom.
That's right. I learned from the best.
Uncle Lou says, crawdads are fish bait.
Yeah, they're good fish bait too. So is chicken. Chicken's fish bait, and you eat chicken. I mean, hell, you eat gas station chicken.
Connor's Outdoor Activity says, hello, everyone. Actually, he said hi. But hi, everyone.
Well, it's happening.
Creole says, Uncle Lou, how dare you?
Now, when we come under this next bridge, I guarantee a snag.
So should you reel up a little bit so it doesn't?
No.
Or you just keep them down?
Fish are in there. I'll deal with a snag.
There you go. Fish and Freedom says, they catch a lot of drum here, Lou. Connor's Outdoor Activity says, hi, everyone. Eddie
Hey, Connor.
Gross is in the house. Says, good morning. Bugman says, hey, where are you at? He's on Tanner's Creek.
Tanner's Creek.
Mad
creek is
Cat
actually
says, go ahead.
This creek is actually flowing backwards because the Ohio's pushing it in.
Bugman, he's been live for 33 minutes. And Mad Cat Catfishing says, hello, you beautiful people.
What's up?
Uncle Lou says, no more I don't, and I don't have to pull the head off and suck that ooey gooey juices. Tails, yes, I'd eat those.
Oh, he's got me wanting to do it now just because he said ooey gooey.
In case I didn't tell you, Mad Catter said, hello, you beautiful people.
Yep. What's up, Mad Catter?
Super Smurf Eric says, hey, Chris, I'm at AJ's Bait Tackle. You do you need anything?
I've got a $25 gift card for there. that I won from Roger.
But do you need anything?
Nope. Unless they're selling bites. Are they selling bites?
He wants you to buy him a bite package, Eric.
All right. We're going to be getting snagged up soon, I promise. We may even snag all three of them.
Good morning, Captain Morgan. He says, you better catch a big cat. Fishing and Freedom says, bet the channels in smallmouth would light him up, Uncle Lou.
Are they still talking about crawdads?
Yeah.
We used to use them for channel cats all the time when I was younger.
Bugman says, I'm going to have to fish there with you. I was getting ready to go drive around for a while. Then my belly started hurting again. Grr, had to use the bathroom.
There goes our. Oh, we've had 2 snags. They both came out so far.
Look at that.
There goes the snag right there. And it came out. We might get lucky. Make it through there without getting completely snagged. Oh, snag over here. Come on, baby, come out. Come out. It's not coming out. Oh, it did come out.
Nice. Jimmy Geiger says, hi, everybody. How's everyone doing? Cat Morgan's in the house. Downtown Ernie Brown says, good morning, Chris. Would
Morning,
say Telly,
Ernie.
but host made her work. Poor Telly.
Kelly's at home. She ain't work.
Okay, finally caught up in chat again. That's a nice area. That looks a lot like Licking River, but it has more bridges.
This is all about half the size of the Licking. And not nearly as deep.
Downtown Ernie Brown says, looks like a great place.
I thought we would pick up a channel cat going through those bridges, but apparently not.
I thought they would be right near there. I didn't know that they would be by the columns. Aren't they usually near the columns during the summer?
They'll hold up around those bridge pillars, and there's a lot of debris
Even
down
in the
there
winter?
around those pillars too.
Gotcha. Retired Rick is in the house, says, morning, everyone. Looks like a good
Rick?
morning today.
The weather's perfect. I actually have too many clothes on for today.
It doesn't look very windy.
It's not. There's not a lick of wind right now, at least not up in this creek. There, every once in a while we get a little bit of a breeze, and it'll push me a little bit faster, but
Fish and Freedom wants to know, do you ever lose GPS under them bridges and switch to legacy mode on your trolling motor, or just leave it in legacy mode?
I have lost signal under the bridges, but it's just for not very long, because you don't stay under the bridge very long. I've never tried to actually spot lock under a bridge. Now those bridges there, like one of them's a walking bridge and the other one's just a railroad bridge, so they're not very wide. But I guess if you got underneath like an interstate bridge or something and stayed there, you might have a little problem with the trolling motor. But I've never really had that happen.
Super Smart Eric says, so get what I want and just put it on Chris's tab.
Yeah, sure.
Uncle Lou said, with the river raging and pushing all the debris, has it not pushed the shad up in there?
I have not seen any shad activity. None.
White Man Curtis says, I'm just saying, if Telly was out there, she'd already have a fish or two by now.
That's a possibility.
Uncle Lou says his remotes are never in advanced.
I keep mine in legacy. The only time it's in advanced is, of course, when you spot lock, it switches over. If you're following a track, it switches over on its own. But like right now, it's in legacy. If I put it in advanced, you'd hear that trolling motor going rank, 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 rank.
Gotcha.
I mean, I do have a video on that. On the Catfish Conference channel.
I watched your planer board one. That was a good one.
I was pretty proud of the trolling motor video and the planer board video.
I haven't seen the motor one.
It's on the Catfish Conference channel.
The Adventures of Traveling Mike. Hello, welcome in. He says, stopping in to say good morning to everyone. Hope you all have a blessed day.
Well, thank you for stopping in. We greatly appreciate it.
Fishing and Freedom's talking to Uncle Louis. He says, I got mine on Legacy. We'll just keep it there. Here, it's much better.
Yeah, oh yeah, Legacy's the only way to go, in my opinion. There are certain times, like if I'm in a crosswind or something like that, I might switch it over to advanced, but 90% of the time I'm in legacy mode.
Steve Ransom, we've been in the water for 42 minutes. Good morning to you. And he wants to know what's the catch so far?
Well, we ain't caught nothing. This is not what we planned on doing. We planned on being out on the Ohio, but there's just too much debris out there. But you got to remember, as far as the legacy and advanced stuff goes on the trolling motors, if you record a track and then try to follow that track, your motor is going in advance, whether you want it to or not.
Yeah, I'm not up on the trolling motors. I guess I better be quick because February's coming soon. But
Does your pontoon have a power drive on it, or
no?
Well, that's what we're talking about for the iPilot trolling motors.
Yeah, Uncle Lou says F&F, it is for sure. I'm not sure on the follow a track from the remote, though as I have it, iPilot link.
You know, right when we're trying to make this bend in this creek, the wind starts coming in. It's going to have us all kinds of sideways now.
Well, Creel says, I bump in advance most of the time to maintain a straight line. My boat drifts side to side in legacy.
Now, that's a good point right there, too. When you're bumping or something like that, it would probably be better to keep it in advance. So what advance does, legacy, if you imagine the front of your trolling motor pointing at a spot, and you say, go there, it's just going to go to that spot. When you put it in advanced, it basically draws a line from that spot all the way down through the middle of your boat out into infinity, and it wants to keep you on that line. That's what advanced is.
Gotcha.
So that's why sometimes it'll swing the boat sideways. It's trying to keep the boat on that line. That's why sometimes in advanced it just goes haywire on you. But what Creole's saying is a very good point. When you're bumping and boat control is important, that advanced feature may help you quite a bit. but I haven't done any bumping, so I don't know.
Good morning. Good morning, Creel. Thank you for that comment because now I got a better understanding of the trolling motor. Creel asked, or Uncle Lou asked Creel, do you believe the advance helps because it's a flat bottom boat? Have guys here with flat bottoms struggling. Jimmy Geiger is in the house. Hello and welcome. He wants to know where you're fishing at.
We're in Tanner's Creek in Indiana, just off the Ohio River.
Creel says to Uncle Lou, the current shifts a lot in my bumping spot. It'll push my boat around in legacy mode since it's only maintaining heading. Bobcat says, I use advanced mode for bumping all the time.
There you go. The bumpers have spoken.
Uncle Jeep says, that sounds too advanced for us trolls.
Now, I'll tell Creole, Bobcat and I talked about this, and Bobcat tried it, and he said it did work kind of. But imagine where you're wanting to bump, Creole. Start where you're going to end your bumping and record a track to where you're going to start your bumping. Once you've recorded that track, set your trolling motor to follow that track, but to the end, which is actually where you're starting. Set it to follow your track to the end, but don't give your motor enough power to get there.
Oh, so you're telling it where to go. But
basically what you're doing is you've recorded a track that you want to bump on, and you're telling your trolling motor, so you started here and you've recorded to here. Well, this is where you're going to start bumping, but it's the end of your recording. So you tell your trolling motor, go to end, but don't give the motor enough power to get you there. That way you're going to go backwards, but your trolling motor is keeping you on your recorded track.
That makes a lot of sense right there.
Bobcat said he tried it and he said it worked kind of. So
Uncle Jeep says that sounds too advanced for us trolls.
Hey, if I can understand it, anybody can.
Creel says advance allows me to aim for a certain spot and run right through it. Steve Ransom wants to know, are you showing any bait in the creek area?
What bait I do see on the graph is very sporadic. They're not schooled up, or it's just a speck here and a speck there.
Uncle Jeep, page 2.22, troll fee. Sorry, I forgot.
Thank you, Uncle Jeep, but you don't have to pay, buddy. You can troll here for free.
There you go. Uncle Lou says, I bump in legacy. For me, advanced is a huge pain in the arse.
Arse?
Because he didn't say arse. He spelled it out with dollar signs. Because I bump outside bends. I get on my line, hit and up, and then very slightly side to side adjustments. Bobcat shrugged. It says it kind of works, just like you had said.
Yeah, I know he tried it and he said it kind of works.
Fishing and Freedom says, soon as it's warm enough, I'm going to really start working on learning to bump. Maybe the most effective way to fish my water with the heavy current, hard to spot lock or drift when it's that fast. How fast is the area that you fish, Fishing and Freedom?
Well, he's on the Mississippi, so.
I know, but I just want to know how fast that was.
They're probably got 6 mile an hour current most of the time, I guess.
Because where I'm at, they say the current is 9 to 10 knots.
Knots?
Yep.
Nobody understands knots.
Well, then I looked at the translation and it said 11 to 13 miles per hour.
That is a lot of current.
Creel says Chirovas don't like following a track in reverse. I've tried it a few times.
I've never tried it at all.
Bugman says, I can't have my fishing that complicated. I would waste too much time playing with the gadgets. LOL. I just want to see what's down there and mark it the old way with a float. LOL. Vision and Freedom says around 6 in the channel, sometimes more if it's up.
What kind of
says
river you got around you with 11-mile-an-hour current, Robin?
the Lake Erie.
Lake Erie has 11-mile-an-hour current?
It does in the Straits of Detroit and between the Detroit River and Lake Erie.
I think I'd be avoiding that.
Susquehanna stands in the house. Hello. He says, well, your weather is awesome compared to mine.
Yeah, they've been calling for rain. They were saying they were going to rain every day this week. And now all of a sudden it's not. So.
Yeah, Bugman, it is fast. And I'm sorry I forgot to get those pictures until I saw you today in chat. So I'll get them and send them to you. Steve Ransom says, hello, everyone in chat. Sorry I didn't do it individually. Listening while working and chat as I can. Well, welcome in, Steve, and have a good day at work. So I don't know if you know how to explain it, but what's the difference in bumping? Is it where you have the rod in your hand and you are actually making it move along?
Yeah, well, the current's making it move, but you're lifting it off the bottom so that when you pick it up, the current moves it back. And then you pick it up and the current moves it back. And the boat's also moving with the current. So you're slowing your boat down a little bit slower than the current. You're letting your line out. You let your sinker hit, and then you pick it up. And when you pick it up, you let out a little line and let your bait go back. So your bait,
I get
your bait's the first thing that the fish sees, not the boat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Creel says, I bump in short, straight lines. I've gotten really good at aiming the boat and hitting the heading lock. I hit my target within 20 feet every time.
Nice.
That is nice. Vanessa Kitty's in the house. She says hi.
What's up, Vanessa Kitty? So it's almost 11. I'm going to keep dragging until about 11:30. And if we haven't picked anything up, I may run back up and spot lock in those bridges and suspend some stuff and just sit there for a while.
Uncle Jeep says, Detroit River. I don't think I want to be dragging that river. You might snag a body.
Yeah.
That is true. That is true. When I was in the emergency room working as the charge nurse, we had the police, bring in photographs of the bodies that they pulled out. But they also caught the one-man submarine that was going back and forth between us and Canada, using it to smuggle drugs. Bobcat says, bumping is the most exciting action-packed form of catfishing ever. You know, Bobcat, I need to go fishing with you so you can teach me the method. I understand it as Chris says it, but until you do it and see it, it doesn't sink in for me.
Bumping is definitely something you have to do to learn.
Yeah.
You can get the theory and understand the method and all that, but you have to go out and do it.
Bugman says,
do it.
Yep, or guns and cars, you name it. But at least I didn't catch on fire like Cleveland's river did. Creel agrees. Bobcat, it's definitely an addition.
Well, we found the wind.
Are you at the mouth?
No. The Ohio River's behind us. We're going
Oh, I
away from
see
the
ya.
Ohio.
You're moving away from the Ohio. Uncle Lou agrees 100%. Bobcat says, you feel it. Is that kind of like fillet it?
Yeah.
No, I understand, Bobcat. Fishing and Freedom says, Bobcat, you sound like you're jonesing for a bumping fix. LOL. Creel, now that made sense to me. He goes, it's like fishing a worm for a bass, but backwards.
Yeah, there you go.
Curtis says, Chris, I'm stopping at McDonald's. How many nuggets do you want? And what sauce?
Who said that?
Curtis?
Go to hell, Curtis. How's that?
Super Smurf says, hey, I just met the greatest Ohio cat fisherman wife, Zach M. Is that Zach Murray?
Probably.
Pontoon Jody says, hi, Chris. Hi, sis.
What's up, Jody?
Vanessa Kitty says, nuggets, no sauce. Susquehanna says, are you going up the creek without a paddle?
I got a paddle. And we are going up the creek, but the creek is actually flowing backwards. So are we really going down the creek?
Yeah, I guess that's what my confusion was, is where the Ohio was.
Sounds like I might be losing signal.
I hope
Still
not.
here?
You are. Vanessa Kitty's right. Boat should have a paddle.
Come on, get out of there.
Danny Stone's in the house. He says, I got a 15-minute break. Let's go. You getting it, Chris?
I think I got it.
Watch
I
that
think
huge thing in the
so.
middle there. Is that a huge log that's right there behind you? Or is that a stone?
Huge, it's just a lot of debris. It's a whole bunch of stuff right there. Kind of hoping the farther back we go, the less debris we get, but I don't know.
Bugman is now a member. Thank you, Bugman, for joining his membership.
Thank you, Bugman.
Vanessa Kitty, the main river here gets pretty fast. What river are you talking about? Oh, Connecticut River up near Mass, border almost. Pontoon Jody goes, woohoo, buggy.
Thank you, Bugman.
Jody, my heart is broken. J-Dog is mad at me because I'm reading Chris's chat. And I'm no longer his #1 fan. He bumped me up to #1 fan when I caught my catfish. And now he took it away.
Well, I'll tell you what, Robin.
What's that, Chris?
I have never been J-Dog's #1 fan, and he still associates with me, so.
That's good to know. Catfish Heroes is in the house. Hello and welcome. He says, good luck, Chris. He says, "Good
Yeah,
luck, Chris. Catch a donkey."
yeah, we're not we're not doing what we came out here to do. We came out here to get on the Ohio, but there's just too much debris. So we're in a creek, and I think we're going to be lucky to catch anything. And if we do, it'll probably be channel cats.
That's okay. When I get onto the mud puppy and I'm catching all the fish, J Dog won't be my number one fan.
There you go. Don't allow him to be your number one fan.
Bugman says, to be honest, I thought I already was. So
That's all
he
right,
has a
buddy.
lot of number one fans.
That's
And
right,
Jody,
Danny.
J Dog is always mad about something. He'll be over it when he eats a sandwich. Oh my gosh, he does get hangry. That is the honest truth. That boy needs snacks with him to fish.
He's just a mean little puppy sometimes.
But you know what? Honestly, he's one of the greatest guys out there.
He is a super guy.
He is. Jody says, scratch behind J Dog's ears, give him a milk bone. It will be all better.
So here's what we're going to do today. We're just going to enjoy the weather, enjoy the chat, and maybe we'll get lucky and catch a fish or two.
There you go. Pontoon Jody says, who doesn't love the dog? I'm a J Puppy fan. Yeah, well, I was his number one fan. He gave me that status. I was always number two. And when I caught that 17-pounder, Jody, he bumped me up to number one. I have it in writing.
You have it in writing.
I do.
That's funny right there.
Because he gave me a label to put on the rod. And it says, J Dog's number one fan. I will be right back. I have to check on my brother-in-law.
Okay.
How is his head today now? Is it better? It's okay. Good.
What little bit I did throw the net today, the only thing I brought up in the net was debris. I did catch about a half a pound blue and a little channel cat about that long. Everything else was just sticks and leaves. Sticks and leaves. I wonder if there'd be anything up in that. Should we try it? Let me spin the camera real quick. More settings, camera. Well, I can't do it for some reason. Why is it doing that? Anyway, there's an opening up in front of us. It goes out of the creek, which normally is super, super shallow. But since this creek is up, we might be able to go up in there and drag through that stuff. What do you guys think? Should I try it? Tell me now. Clint Perry, I'm a bass fisherman but enjoy all fishing shows. Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with bass fishing. Makes great bait. Yes, try it. Just because your gut said, what's the worst that can happen? I get up in there and get the boat stuck? Go, go, go. We're going. We're going. We are going. Do it. Oh, Lord, here comes the wind sideways. I need more power.
Yeah, because I had heard Tommy called him to cancel because he was sick this morning. Okay. Do you need anything? All right.
There ain't no deep, deep, deep in this creek.
I'm back.
We're
Sorry
actually
about
going.
that.
Bugman says I need one follower for 300. Must have lost one. Somebody dropped Bugman's link.
Oh, I'm not a mod.
I have no idea how deep this water is going to be in here. I'm hoping it's at least 2 foot deep, 3 foot deep. Otherwise, we could be in trouble.
Did you see Pontoon Jody's comment? It says, I'm everyone's number one fan. I want to see you catch a fish so I can get my fishing fix. Her boat, one of her
Well, we
tunes
just went
got
from 20 foot to 6 foot. Five and a half. $4.9.
Is that what is 4.9?
How deep we are? 4.4.
Oh, that is a lot shallower than the Licking.
Yeah, we went from 20 to 4 real fast.
Does it get deeper after a stretch or does it stay about 4?
Well, I don't know. I've never been up in here.
Oh,
We're coming off the. Oh, you weren't here. We're coming off the Licking or the. We're coming out of the creek into an little opening bay area type thing.
oh, that's where the catfish are going to be hanging.
Well,
They like them bays.
never know. Up in that creek, 16 foot deep, you should be okay.
That's true. Clint Perry says, I'm a bass fisherman, but enjoy all fishing shows.
You're way behind.
I am. Where'd you go? Where are you at?
I'm at Bullet. I've been up in that creek at 16 foot deep. You should be okay. I'm in
Okay.
3.3 feet right now.
Whoa.
And we're snagged. And it came out.
Those weights really do work.
Well, you'll still get snagged. I mean, I said, I don't care what weight you use. If you're dragging baits, you're going to lose tackle.
Yeah.
$3.9.
Bullet
Not
says
seeing a
there
whole
are
lot of
several
activity
small
in here.
ponds. Did you see
That's
Bullet's
basically
comment?
what this
Sorry,
feels
Chris,
like, a
I keep
pond
talking
out
over
here
you.
in front of me is what it feels like.
That's what Bullet is saying. There's several small ponds on that creek you can fish.
Wish that wind would stop. It's changing my speed.
I've got a freighter going down the river. I can hear its horn. It was really foggy here up until about a half hour ago.
The water is a tad bit warmer in here, about a degree warmer.
Did it get any deeper?
4.8.
Yeah, I was asking J Dog with the mud puppy. I said, how shallow can I go with the mud puppy? He goes, I'd say, 4 foot or deeper.
Well, you'll learn the boat. You'll learn what you can get in and what you can't.
What I like about it is I think that I'll be able to handle, like anything that goes on with it, because it's a boat that's perfect size for me.
You'll figure it out.
Fishing and Freedom is asking, is Navionics accurate on the licking? Where it meets the Ohio, it shows a lot of ledges, holes, some pretty good looking structure.
On where the Ohio and the Licking meet, I don't know if I've ever looked that up on Navionics. I know this stretch of the Ohio where Tanner's Creek comes out, it's fairly accurate. But it fluctuates with the river too, because of course the river goes up or goes down, the depths change. But
Chad says, I've had my boat in a shallow as 0.8 feet of water.
that's scary.
Yeah. Jody says, Robin, go ahead on and buy an extra prop. Don't ask me how I know.
Or you could just make sure to pay attention to your prop, and if you see it's damaged, you need to replace it.
Right. Now, with
Jody.
props, this is a newbie question because I've never had an outboard motor. With that in the props, are all the props the same size? There's different sizes, different types. What's
different
sizes?
Different.
Okay. So I have to first find out what kind of brand 9.9 is on there, right?
Don't talk to me about props. I'll just get you in trouble. I don't know enough about them. But there are different props for different motors, different applications. Like, I might be able to find 3, 4, 5 different props for my motor, and each prop is going to either give me more speed or more torque or.
Oh boy. That's a whole nother big learning curve for me, huh?
Well, don't damage your prop. You don't have to worry about it.
There you go. Well, it says it has been 12 or so years since he's been up there, but it should be 7 to 10 feet.
It's 4.9 where we're at right now, but we're pretty close to the bank, so.
JM Fishing is in the house. Good morning, JM.
Just so we're clear, the Tanner's Creek is out there. I'm up in one of these little pondy looking things right now.
So you're like in a cove that looks like a pond. Fishing and Frida says, if you ever fish Mendota, get ready to stay puckered up. Wasn't 2 feet or less almost the whole time.
Yep. That is true.
Then why is Mendota such a big area to fish, or a great area to fish where everybody wants to go?
When those channel cats spawn, they come up in that shallow water to do it.
Oh. Wow, Chad says props come tons of different sizes, different pitch sizes, number of blades, etc. Danny Stone says nobody damages a prop on purpose, Chris. It just happens.
Well, you never know. I mean, Chad's in chat, so.
Yeah, he said props come tons of different sizes.
No, I'm saying,
different pitches.
Chad's not real smart. He might damage his on purpose.
Oh, yeah. Danny Stone says nobody damages them on purpose, but
he forgot about Chad.
Chad might be different. Yeah. This is a pick on Chad moment, guys. It's the first one of the morning.
All right, I'm putting fresh chicken on this rod.
Okay. Switching up bait. Refreshing bait. That's good to know, Jody. Don R helped Jody pick out the right prop. Oh, Chad said that area is the marsh area. It's off of Mendota. Mendota is very big and deep in the main lake. Well, that clears that up for me, Chad. Thanks. So what day are you and Martin fishing? Do you know yet, Chris?
I believe the Wednesday after CatCon. The day before he leaves to go home.
Okay. Connor Outdoor Activities is in the house. He's saying hello to everyone.
We won't
Now I
have
a
much
question.
farther to go, and I'm going to have to spin the boat around and come back out. Then I think what I might do, we'll get the boat spun around, fresh bait, and I'll drag back to those bridges. And then we'll decide what we're doing from there.
Alrighty. Fishing in Freedom says like 78 feet deep in the main lake. Would like to try for perch in the main lake this year. Uncle Jeep says, okay, what size and pitch do I need to help prevent me from throwing my rod and reel over the side and also help prevent me from losing my phone? Asking for a friend.
That's a good one right there.
That is too funny. Indiana Chris says, any bobber action?
Any bobber action? I'm not sure what he's asking.
There have been no nibbles, Chris.
I'm surprised this isn't loaded with bait.
No markings on the fish finder?
There's no activity. Well, I mean, so you got to remember when you're in 5 feet of water, that cone, when that cone comes down in 5 feet of water, you're probably only seeing a 1 foot circle. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So you're not going to see a whole lot of life on your sonar in real shallow water. But I'm not seeing anything hitting the top of the water either. There was a lot of bait
John
in here.
Boy's catfishing.
You would see them popcorning on top of the water.
Yeah, you'd see their swirls and, their fins even. John Boy's catfishing is in the house. Says hello, everybody. Danny Stone says, I've already turned a 15-minute break into 20. I'll check back later.
Sorry,
Have a good day
Danny.
at work,
Sorry we
Danny.
didn't catch fish, buddy. But I'm telling you right now, I
Indiana,
do not have high hopes for fish catching in this creek.
we'll go back out to the bridges.
Well, we're going to slow down, take your time. We're enjoying the
Easy
day.
does
Remember?
it. Yeah, enjoy the day, enjoy the weather. Enjoy the journey. Indiana Chris says dragging baits. Yeah,
Yeah, we're dragging
he's
bait.
dragging right now. Make sure you all hit the thumbs up while you're in here. Support Chris and his fishing, and then pray for the bites and
That's
the
right.
catches.
We need the prayers for sure.
John Boy says, I've been in here for a while, just watching and reading chat. In other words, lurking, John Boys. You were lurking, but that's okay.
All right. We're coming up to the end of this. So I'm going to put some fresh bait on. The other two.
Captain Morgan, hello, good morning. He says, I caught all my cats off shallow flat falls into deep. Good morning, Rod Knockers Fishing. He's been lurking while he's at work. Well, thanks for coming in and enjoying the weather and the trip, or should I say journey. Quiet Man Curtis says, I tried to hit the thumbs up, but Chris told me to go somewhere.
That's right, Curtis. Don't forget it. What's up, Stan 3?
Yeah, he's in the house. He says the rod rack looks empty, but put out some more bait.
Well, we're 3 rod limit here in Indiana.
Pontoon Jody says, I heard that, Curtis. You done crying in your pillow? Rod Knocker wants to know Jody's status on her lower unit. Uncle Jeep says he ran out of Snoopy rods, Stan 3. So what are your plans for 2023, Chris?
Fish as much as possible.
Fish where? Home?
Everywhere.
Everywhere? Yeah, I'm going to start putting my one rod in my car so that if I go somewhere and I'm bored, I'll just go find a lake or a river or whatever, put my line in. Pontoon Jody says, Rod Knockers, I had it looked at and they said no water in the oil and no crack. I'm going to run it, but not go far and keep an eye on it.
That's interesting. I thought for sure with that white foamy stuff coming out of there, she was going to have water in that lower unit.
I'm in Michigan and right by Detroit, Jody, so I'm not that far from Tennessee. Especially since I go down to see J-Dog. It's really not that far. Uncle Jeep says, great idea. Buy a cheap rod so you won't have to worry about theft. Rod Knocker says, Jody, that's the best news you could ask for. Skull Rush wants to know where that foam is coming from then, Jody. I was watching how to change oil on the lower unit because I was looking up how to maintain it so that your motor stays in great shape. John Boy Fishing says that white foamy stuff wasn't coming out of the lower unit. Pontoon Jody says you know how to launch the tune by yourself. If not, get the dog to show you before you leave with it. Pontoon Jody says I'll send you a pic, Skull. Silver Fox Fishing Sandy. Good morning, Chris.
What's up, Sandy?
Good morning, Sandy. Stan 3 wants to know what are you using for bait and are you dragging deep or shallow?
Right now we're shallow and we got chicken and carp for bait. We weren't able to get up there in that warm water discharge for bait like I wanted to.
Miles Dalton giving you a hard time? You can stand here if you behave. Fields to Water says,
came from.
wow, that is really blowing you around. Chad says current up at Cincy is at 3.3 miles per hour right now, and I'm sure climbing. Outfish Ontario, welcome. He wants to know, he says, tight lines, the rod holder base. Did you custom fabricate that? It looks awesome.
I didn't hear 90% of that. You sound like a robot.
Uh-oh, is that me?
I don't know.
You want me to leave and come back in?
No, you sound good now.
Okay. Outfish Out Ontario says tight lines, the rod holder base. Did you custom fabricate that? It looks awesome.
Oh no, that's purchased from Monster Rod Holders.
John Boys, you are correct. That is a monster rod holder. Uncle Jeep says I bought my neighbor a Shakespeare Tiger red combo with a 5,000 size reel. We put 20-pound Zebco mono on it and catch a ton of channel cats and carp with it. Maybe $30 invested. Now that would be a good one to keep in my car. I got a cheap one from Bass Pro Shop or Cabela's, one or the other. Because I just wanted some new rods and reels for, like the bait fishing and stuff like that. So I think I'll put one of those in my car. I think I paid total of $39.99 and it was a combo reel. The only thing is, Chris, everywhere I want to fish, I have to buy fishing license for. So I already know I'm doing Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky, Tennessee, and Michigan.
So we've bought Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, Illinois, Tennessee, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, I think that was it for this year. 8 different states.
Yeah, I have 3 right now. But yeah, I'm gonna have to. Now, some of them end on the 1st, and some of them end up on the 31st of March.
Some of them go from the date of purchase 1 year.
Wow. Oh, and I know I'll have to buy. I'll have to buy.
This
What was
wind
I gonna say?
is playing hell with us right now.
Pennsylvania is the state I'm gonna have to buy. Uncle Jeep wants to know: is there a discount when you buy license in bulk? No, because it's each state.
Man, that wind is pushing the phone around even.
Uncle Jeep wanted to know: discount when you buy licenses in bulk.
I wish.
I wish they would just do a national license, and then you can, pay for the different types of specialty fish.
You wouldn't be able to afford that. Every state get their cut.
Kentucky sounds like we need a citizen's license. USA license cover all states and fish yearly. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Kentucky.
You know, license at all. You should just be able to go fishing.
Telly says, "Don't lose this one, please." I think she was talking on her phone.
It's in the clamp. It was just the wind was pushing it loose. I'm not losing the phone, babe. I promise.
He's done
Phone's
that
right in the
once.
middle of the boat, in between the windshield. Whose idea was it to come up in this shallow water? That sucked.
Well, now you know. Rod Knocker says, "I found if you fish a non-resident state more than once, it's about same as just getting annual." Yes, Bugman, he is by himself.
All by myself.
You need to do Jody's curler hack for wind.
If you guys, can you guys hear the wind? Is it a lot of wind noise?
Yeah.
Oh,
But
well,
no, just a little bit.
I can fix that.
We'll fix it.
Well, hang on a second. I'm driving a boat
Stand
right
3. Stand 3, yes, you can brag a little or a lot. We take it all in here.
How's that?
Oh, much better. What'd you do?
Close the windshield.
Ah. Rod Knocker says, "Would have bet them cat would moved into that creek to escape trash also."
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for.
Warren Stock says, "Federal license equals federal control over the water. Probably better to leave it to the individual states. Too much Fed overreach already." Agreed. I was just looking at it, as far as convenience more than anything else. But yeah, you're right. We don't need to give the government more control. Stan 3 says, "Okay, dropped a video with my son catching new PB, 52-pounder. It's an awesome trip." Woohoo, Stan 3. Jody was singing with you. You're all by myself song, and I don't want to say
Got a bunch
anything
of
more about
debris
it.
on this line.
You what? Debris?
Yeah.
Uncle Jeep says Arizona fishing license is a 365-day license. New Mexico is a calendar year license. Ends December 31st. Yeah, Warren, we're on the same page with that. You were
Got a bunch of
spot on.
debris going back into this creek. So. We're going to reel them up till we get through all this debris.
Okay. Good morning, Kelly. The Bullock Experience is in the house. Says good morning, everyone.
What's up, Kelly?
Hope you're having a good day, Kelly.
Big log right there. Big log.
Yeah, see, that's the difference between bank fishing and boat fishing is you really have to watch what's coming down the river at you. Bank fishing, you sit there and you watch your rod tips. Pontoon Jody asks, oh, she goes, I'm desperate. I'm going to use chicken tomorrow night. Plain, Jello, or Kool-Aid?
No
What do
need
you
to
think
add
she
anything
should?
to it. Just plain old chicken works just fine.
You heard him, Jody. Plain old chicken.
Grab you some chicken breast and chicken thigh. Try them both.
He says, get white meat or dark meat.
Buy them both. Buy some chicken breast and some chicken thigh.
Eddie Gross says, yeah, Jody, I would try chicken, some plain and some with Jello.
You can do that too.
Telly says, the real, or my 70 came on, no.
Yep.
What was I
Our
doing?
70 came on plain old chicken.
Nice job, Telly. That was a sweet fish. Uncle Jeep, the real question. Who had the bigger smile, you, your son, mama, or grandpa? Oh, that was to Stan 3's question, or saying about his son. Uncle Lou says, Jody, how many times have you ever caught 70-some fish in 3 days on the Tennessee River this time of year? She says, Uncle Lou, I have never.
I know what he's getting at on that comment.
Is that going in between the rivers again?
What?
Is that a reference to the different rivers
No,
that we're
that's
competing?
we're not. We're just gonna ignore that.
Okay.
I know what he means.
Kelly says, Robin, nope, not been a good day. Sorry to hear that, Kelly. Hope it brightens up. Pontoon Jody says, but I have never tried to catch small ones 3 days in a row.
Well, most of the time, nobody try or none of us try to catch small ones on purpose. Most of the time.
You know, when I go out, I'm just, like I said, happy with the lines in the water. But I don't care if it's 2-pound fish or a 70-pound fish. I think I'd still be just excited. I mean, that 17-pounder could have been a 100-pounder, could have been a 5-pounder. It was my first blue. It was a day to remember.
When Kelly and
Jody
I
says,
go
but
out, number one priority is catch fish. The size of the fish, I'll leave to luck most of the time.
There you go. Jody says, but I still would come up short. Telly says, it's still fishing. Enjoy the day out.
That's exactly right. Enjoy the time on water.
Oh, Kelly says, not going to brighten up when I've got to pay over $300 something for a new piece of equipment I've not had for that new piece of equipment I've not had for less than a year. Bugman22 says it's bigger than my PB. What is your PB, Bugman? Jody says, I don't know what he means.
Call me later, Jody. This wind's just at a bad direction. It's wanting to push me into the bank no matter what I do. It needs to stop it.
Bugman, that's bigger than my 10.8 channel. I mean, my 5.6, that's what my channel cat PB is. And my blue is 17.
17-pound blue.
Jody, I could travel down to you and take you out on the mud puppy. Bugman says, I think I may have got a blue with J-Dog, but it was small. Jody, is that why you asked me to come down to Tennessee so you could show me how to put the boat in the water by myself?
You're picking that up from Van and Sandy, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll be more than happy to show you. And J-Dog's close.
Yep. J-Dog drove me over there so I could see it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that was really sweet. Oh my gosh, I was so tired. I was taking Jody naps in between our fishing spots. He's like, I was waiting for you to fall out of the chair this time. I was just so relaxed. I was so pent up here. The house is very stressful for me right now. And so when I got out there and all that was just released, I slept great the night I was sleeping on his couch. The rain was pouring and hitting the metal roof and put me right to sleep.
You number one fan status must get you extra perks because I've never even been inside J-Dog's house.
Oh yeah, I slept overnight. They invited me to stay overnight because they knew that the drive was going to be longer because I went down to the boat dock by his house and since the licking was still frozen.
I've been to his house 3 or 4 times and never even been invited inside it.
Let's see what's being said. Oh, Uncle Lou says, Jody, I mean nothing by the question, was just asking. Stan 3 says, putting the boat in is easy, staying dry is the hard part. Jody says, okay, Uncle Lou, but you got my wheels spinning or turning.
I want to know what Telly's going, about.
I have. I don't know.
Oh, she's been in J-Dog's house.
Oh, gotcha. Auntie
Stupid
Jody says, might
debris.
have to do a 70 fish challenge this weekend. A 70 fish challenge. Where are you going to
Oh,
do that at, Jody?
you got 3 days, Jody. 3 days to produce 70 fish.
Any
That's the
particular kind
challenge.
of fish?
Catfish.
Kelly says, Chris, I've been in his living room.
Well, yay for Kelly.
Kelly, I got even further. I got to use the bathroom. Uncle Lou told,
That means you were on the same toilet Freddie was on.
oh no, did you have to? Oh, no, I'm kidding. Uncle Lou says, Jody, apply the brakes to the wheels. Jody says, Robin, have at least 100 to 150 foot good rope to launch your boat. Don't go cheap because you don't want it to break. Been there, done that.
When you buying ropes for your boat, do not go cheap. Buy good rope. Period.
I was going to go to the marine boats and part shop.
Well, I mean, you can get good rope at farm stores, and even Walmart sells good rope. Just make sure you're buying the good rope, whether it's your anchor rope or a rope you're going to use to launch your boat. Whatever you're using the rope for on a boat, make sure it's good rope.
Yeah, and I'm going to put them on those spools that I saw Dustin using. You know, they're the spools that you wind up extension cords on, the orange
Yeah.
one, just to keep the rope from being all over the boat.
Well, so can you see the milk crates?
Yeah.
That's an anchor with all the rope, and then there's another one over there with an anchor and all the rope. As long as you don't,
Yeah.
as long as you take care of your rope and you don't just wad it up in a ball and throw it somewhere, it won't tangle up if you feed it in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I get you. Oh my gosh. Che Dog's like, he finally let me help with something. So I went to go pull the anchor. Well, the rope part's easy. It's when that chain gets to the boat. It's like, holy heck. Come here, Tara. She saved me. She bailed me out.
Is that right?
Oh, Jody says, I slept on his couch 2 nights, just saying.
Well, yay for Jody.
Rod Necker says braided nylon so much better than any propylene rope for boats. So Rod Knockers, you like the plastic feel rope better than the like cottony soft rope that's braided?
No, not the plastic rope. Good rope.
Yeah, but the nylon always feels like plastic to me.
Get really good rope. See that how loose it is?
Is that 1/2 inch
That
or 1 inch?
might be. Well, it ain't 1 inch. I know that. It might be half. I don't think it's half either, though. That's not very. 1/2 inch rope would be huge, wouldn't it? This is just for tying off to the dock. It's only probably 8 feet of rope, 9 feet, 10 feet, somewhere in there.
Uncle Lou says that's probably 3/8.
That's what it is, 3/8. As soon as he said it,
Rod
I
Knocker,
remembered it when I bought it.
Rod Knocker says that's braided nylon. Chris held up. Okay, I
Yeah.
gotcha. And I thank all of you for your information because I'm going to be a newbie boat owner that is more than like a rowboat or a canoe or a paddle boat. This is the first time I'm really going to have a nice boat.
Robin's going to have a nice boat. This is bugging the crap out of me.
Yeah, we can't see your rod tips anymore. I can on my big screen, not on my phone. Uncle Lou says your hands will appreciate the nylon as well. Oh my gosh, Kelly says add a 50-pound tire with mud on that anchor. Oh, so your anchor snagged a tire and then you had to pull up the tire and your
We did that
anchor?
on J Dog's boat.
Oh, Kelly, that would have been awful. Uncle Lou says, Kelly, but did you die?
That's right.
Kelly goes, almost. Shoot, Mason almost went in the water. His mom saved his butt. It scared the licking out of me.
Scared the licking out of you.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Bear
So
with me,
Kelly,
ladies and gentlemen.
what did you do with the tire after you pulled it up? Uncle Lou says Kelly stretched his sphincter that day. And more, says Kelly. We don't want a crotch shot, Chris. Just the rods are fine.
What in the world's going on with this thing?
Was the wind catching it?
No, it's the bar I've got it clamped to is a really small bar. And it's not wanting to hold very well.
Gotcha. Yeah, I know the anchor has a rope already, Jody. He's giving me the anchor with the boat too. John Boy's Catfishing said that looks like 5/8.
John Boy's is behind. He's just now seeing the rope.
Or he's just now commenting because he's working and listening.
Man, that wind is picking up a lot.
All I can say is the Catfish family has like really helped me out on knowing what I need in order to be safe on the boat. Because it's just going to be me and the dog most of the time.
Your husband doesn't fish?
He doesn't. And I could fish 24/7 nonstop.
Better tell him to get his priorities straight.
No, he could stay home and work. I'll go fishing.
All
I'll
right.
take his mom and brother out fishing with me a couple times, but he's afraid of the water, and I don't know what he'll do. So you threw it up on the bank. How's the debris now? Right now, Chris, is it any more coming at you or going away from you?
Oh, it's a continuous. I mean, it's all mostly small stuff in this creek, but there's a lot of it. It's nasty. It's just a nasty mess. I got debris on this line right now. No action, Indiana Chris. Nothing.
John Boy says, oh, wait, where am I? Oh, Rod Knocker says, find you a big empty parking lot and practice backing your new boat.
That's
a
really
good
a good
idea.
idea. If you're not used to backing up, you definitely want to practice.
John Boy says, I don't work. I'm disabled. I just took it a while to get up where y'all could read it. Gotcha.
Okay, I get it. We got all kinds of sideways there.
And it's almost turning you totally in a circle.
Well, there's a bend in the creek right here too. We're going back out towards the Ohio. My lines are actually over to the side of the boat right now.
I
That's
always
why we
like
put them
fishing.
out at different lengths so they don't tangle.
Oh, good idea. I like the fishing the bends and rivers because there tends to be a drop off.
Well, we're at the boat ramp, right? The boat ramp is right here now.
Did you lock your boat?
Oh, you know what?
Lock your truck?
I did not.
Woohoo!
We already went by it once. Must be too far away.
Man, I'm getting slammed here reading your chat. Super Smurf says, don't worry, John Boy. It's Robin. She's always behind. She's from Michigan. First it's J Dog, now it's Eric. Dang.
Well, you gotta remember, Robin. These people they love to insult others because they've got problems themselves, and they don't know how to deal with them other than to try to tear other people down.
Thank you, Chris. You're my hero. Indiana Chris says they're hitting on popcorn shrimp.
Popcorn shrimp. That sounds pretty good.
Lots of laughs, joking. That does sound good. I think I'll do a seafood stir fry tonight.
Ooh. Hey, Telly, did you ever decide what you were making for dinner? She was asking me what I wanted for dinner before I left, and I told her I didn't know.
So what do you want now? Do you know?
I don't know. She was wanting ideas. But I don't know what I want to eat for dinner when it's 7 o'clock in the morning.
I know, but sometimes dinner prep is a big time. Eric says, if someone don't pick with you, that means they don't like you. Just saying, Robin.
Well, I must be one of the most loved people in the community then.
Chad must be.
Brian B says, ooh, seafood.
Welcome in, Brian B. Good afternoon. Hope you're having a good day.
Some really good shrimp. Does sound pretty good.
It does. I'm just looking out my bedroom door because I'm in my bedroom right now, so it's quieter. My dog is out on the living room couch. He is literally laid out. He takes up 2 cushions on a couch.
What kind of
And he
dog?
is 5 months old. Sheesh.
What kind of dog?
He's a Great Dane.
Oh, yeah.
Rodknacker says U.S. wild caught shrimp only. Oh, that sounds really good, Chris. Shrimp and angel hair pasta. Curtis says shrimp. Is that another name for Chris?
See what I mean?
Oh boy. You're very much loved. Randall Rhino Outdoors. I don't know if I said hi to you earlier, so hi, Randall.
Stupid Bree.
Pontoon Jody says Chris spanked both of the brothers today. Brian B says might have to fire up the Blackstone.
So did Telly ever say what she's making for dinner?
I didn't see it. Telly?
Inquiring minds would like to know what Telly's making for dinner, especially mine.
Exactly.
Inquiring mind.
Shrimp Alfredo. Telly was thinking chicken, shrimp, and steak fajitas.
I mean, how could you? Why would you say no to that? Chicken, shrimp, steak? Come on now.
That's super. That's gonna be Chris's dinner tonight. That sounds really good, Telly.
Fajitas.
John Boy says, quit brown nosing, Chris.
That wind. The wind was angry that day, my friends. Come on now.
Brian B says, Telly, all that and rice on the Blackstone. I mean, you have to make some Mexican rice to put that on. The fajitas sound really good. I should do quail fajitas.
Fajitas.
Curtis wants to know, Chris, what kind of batteries do you use on the boat?
I think they came with interstate batteries. The boat came with the deep cycle interstate batteries.
Rodknackers says Blackstone is a cooking machine.
We got a Blackstone. Never use it.
Really?
That was one of those things, that I had to have. Telly, being the awesome wife that she is, her and the kids bought it for me one year. And it sat in the living room for like 6 months or longer before I even put it together. And I think we might have cooked on it 3 times since I've had it in probably 3 or 4 years.
I'm so hard on grills that I decided that the Weber grill's the way to go. They're cheaper to replace. No fish yet, KP.
No, no fish.
He says
Still a beautiful day, though.
he nodded off, but he's back after taking care of the dishes. He says Interstate batteries are great batteries.
Hey, KP, you take a nap, buddy. We'll nudge you when we get a fish on.
I'll scream loud enough. Martin, hi, my fishing bestie.
Somebody up there in that parking lot area is not happy.
What are they doing?
They're yelling about something.
Yikes. That's not where your truck is parked. We've
My
traveled
truck's
down
right
far
back
enough.
there.
Yeah.
They're up over here yelling.
Martin says, hello, Robin, my fishing bestie. KP wanted to know if you locked your boat. I reminded him, Kenneth.
I tried to lock it when we went by this time, but I think we were too far away. I probably did lock it. I'm pretty good at locking it when I walk away from it, but I'm not
Chris,
100% sure.
Is that your fish finder there between your rod holder?
Well, that is a fish finder, but I'm not using it right now.
Gotcha.
I'm looking at the one on the dash.
Oh, so you have two of them.
Yeah, there's one in the dash, and then we put this one on there just for when we're dragging baits and stuff. When Telly and I are both here, I'll plug that in, and I can sit there, and I don't have to keep turning around and looking. But I've got to watch where we're going right now anyway with all this debris. So
Right. Martin says, looks like a nice day out there, Chris.
it is a really nice day. I mean, I'm on the verge of breaking a sweat. I've got too many clothes on.
KP says, we're getting thunderstorm, heavy rain started about 45 minutes ago.
We're starting to get a lot of wind here. It's gusts. It's not continuous, but
Rod Knocker wants to know how fast you're dragging right now.
we are moving at about 0.3 right now, but with the wind, it keeps fluctuating. We're going anywhere from 0.7, 0.3 to 0.7, depending on what the wind does to us.
Telly says the wind is due to blowing in colder air and snow.
Now we're snagged, but it came out. It knows better.
Mike Morello Family Fishing says he is dragging so slow it's raining men. Hallelujah.
I need to go watch that video again. That video
Hello,
is
Mike.
hilarious.
Welcome in.
Ooh, I don't think I can watch it anymore. I think he deleted that channel.
Oh no, I hope he transferred some of the videos.
Murillo, can I still see that video?
Viva El Mexicat. Takedown Catfishing says Central Virginia, about 35 minutes from Kerr Lake, Bug Island.
Bugs Island.
Martin says he's been watching all the floods over there. Yeah, a lot of states were in a drought. And so when so much rain comes, it doesn't absorb and the drainage and everything isn't clear. So everything backs up and the floods do occur because it was raining fast and hard in many places. who's going up the stairs. I got to make sure that door's shut.
All those fish I was marking up here earlier aren't here anymore. Imagine that. Story of my life. There is less debris up here closer to the river now, though. Get up there and see what the river looks like. Yep, I still see debris out there on the main river. That didn't take long to see the debris. Come on, wind.
Martin says you had roads underwater and it's running off the land like a river. Everybody thought you were going to hit the bridge.
Oh, no. I'm a good driver.
Oh, he said he should have got bit by that bridge, not hit. My sorry.
Yeah? That's what well, we got another one coming up right now. Front of the boat's almost under another bridge.
He's just got to drag those baits right by the catfish. Pull them out of the mud. Although you would think that they would be out of the mud since, well, it's warmer, sun shining.
Water temp's 42, 42.4. Which is cold, but it's not that cold.
KP wants to know how deep it is now.
We're actually in 23 feet right now.
Two more days and I'll have my Uncle Lou rods.
Nice.
Got two blue ones coming to match my blue boat.
I was just talking to Telly the other day about probably ought to get a couple blue ones. We've got plenty of orange and a couple purple, but we don't have any of the blue ones yet. Stupid debris.
Uncle Lou says, looks like we are in a drag race.
We're only doing, well, we're doing 0.5 now, 0.6. I've got to keep us going a little bit faster than I'd like, or the wind just pushes us in the bank. And it's that gusting wind. It's not constant. So every time when you think you got a good speed going, then the sideways wind comes and messes everything up for you.
Martin, you doing the countdown? days till you get here?
He's got to be getting excited.
He got his visa yesterday. Rodknacker suggested a small drift sock with trolling motor might help hold the course.
That thing would be so full of debris, I'd never be able to get it back in.
Oh, I never thought about that. How far out do you put the drift sock?
However long the rope is, or
Well,
they come with nylon straps. However long, I mean, you could always add rope to them and make them as long as you want, I guess. But I don't know, 4 or 5 feet off the back of the boat, probably.
Martin says, Robin, excited is not the word. Martin and Frogster was talking about hijacking money from Troy's game when he was doing the trucking.
I watched him driving that truck yesterday for the first time, and I was laughing so hard.
Oh, isn't that a trip? You should have seen him drive the truck the very first time. We were in ditches and falling off mountains, and it was crazy. In the parking lot he was stuck in a gas station parking lot. I was dying. QC Brian is in the house. Hi, QC.
What's up, Brian?
Afternoon, everyone. Good luck, H&H.
Thank you. We need it. 2 hours and 17 minutes. We ain't even had a bite.
Martin says, my ribs hurt after yesterday. I was crying. Yeah, I like catching Troy's virtual gaming. He just does he's just perfect for the games that he chooses.
Yep.
And just his personality.
I had a good time watching him yesterday.
What you doing up there, big boy? KP asks, Curtis, you finished the rest of them M&Ms, bro? Curtis goes, not yet. Martin says, Robin cannot wait for him to fly a plane. Oh my gosh, flying a plane?
Yeah, I heard him talking about that yesterday. That would be entertaining.
Curtis says, I'm
What's
waiting
up,
on Chris to catch a
Frustrations?
fish. Hi, Fishing Frustrations. Welcome in. QC Brian says, I'd rather be out on the water fishing and not catching than stuck indoors any day.
It is pretty nice out here. The wind's starting to get pretty bad, but temperature-wise, perfect. Perfect.
Ma, is he getting in your face? Oh. I'll be right back. Neil, come here. Come here.
Mike Sampson. Hey, that reminds me. Has anybody heard from Mike Irvin in a while? I haven't seen him in any chats or anything for quite a while.
What's the name again?
Mike Irvin.
No. Hi, Stampy. Everybody's saying no, they haven't heard. Welcome in, Mark. Catfish and Crappie says hello, everyone.
What's up, Mark?
Big Bill's veteran catfishing says he was working late.
What's up, Bill? That's my hero right there, Big Bill. His name's Big Bill, but he ain't real big.
Maybe he just wants to be known as a big guy. Lord. Can you hear my dogs barking in the background?
Nope.
Okay, good. Hang on.
We're about in the area where I lost my phone and tripod.
You because you were over there.
Wouldn't that be something to catch a big old blue cat in the same spot I lost my phone and tripod? Be awesome.
Nothing.
Time to go back to work. Well, sorry, Bill. Yeah, I know, Rod Knockers. I'd love to get that phone and tripod back just so we could say we did. I'm sure it's long gone by now. It's been, what is today, the 4th? It's been almost a month exactly since I lost it here. Somebody else has probably already claimed it. I don't know how many people drag this creek, but there's that wind blowing us sideways again. A lot of wind blowing us sideways.
Fishing with Big Mike is in the house. Did you see that?
I heard he was in here earlier.
He says, "Come on, 80-pounder."
Yeah, well, I don't think it's going to happen. We're going to end up on the bank if I ain't careful.
Rodknacker said it would be awesome to drag up a tripod and a phone.
Yeah, we were talking about that while you were gone. That's about the spot where I lost them. I don't know. Can you guys tell how close the back of the boat is to the bank?
Yeah. You look like you're only about 4 feet away.
That's maybe 10. That's what that wind did to us. Getting the snags from it too.
I was going to say the rod on your right must be getting snagged up pretty frequently.
Yeah. I'm trying to get us out away from this a little bit, but
KP says, "Come on, 8-pounder."
yeah, no kidding. What's up, Kyle?
Hi, Kyle. Does anyone ever fish from those bridges?
No, there is one of them's a railroad bridge, one of them's a walking bridge, and the other one just has a pipe going across it for discharge.
Mm-hmm. Kyle says he's been hanging out at work.
That wind's blowing straight across this creek. It's giving me fits.
Is there another corner coming up?
Is there another what?
Corner?
No, the Ohio River's right up in front of us.
Okay. I was going to say, I'd reel that one on the right on away from that.
We'll be all right. I mean, we were still in 12 feet of water, even being that close to the bank.
Bob Gaines is in the house saying hello to everyone.
We worked off the bank a little bit.
Good.
Well, here comes the big gust of wind again.
Keep them in the middle, wind. Keep them in the middle.
Barged out there on the Ohio.
How's the debris looking out there?
Well, it's hard to tell. The sun's reflecting off the water.
Oh,
I can't
gotcha.
really see anything. We're actually going down this creek sideways because I got the nose of the boat pointed towards the other bank with that wind coming across. It's trying to push the boat into the other bank, but the motor's not letting it. So we're kind of sideways going down through here. No, we're dragging fishing frustrations. Dragon baits.
Rodnecker says, "Mark any fish at that confluence? Should be
We're,
some."
we haven't made it to the confluence yet. We've still got about 200 yards to go before we get to the Ohio.
Rodnecker says, "Might turn motor to port side for rudder."
Yeah, I thought about doing that too. I dropped it down a little bit, but we're doing all
James,
right.
James Bailey Catfishing's in the house, says, "Hello, hooks and hammocks."
What's up, James? What I need is this wind to just stop blowing. That's what I need.
You know what's funny is that like none of the tall grass is even blowing in the pictures that I have.
Yeah, I know the grass isn't moving at all, but we're down in a dip. With that wind coming over the top of there's a berm on this side and a berm on this side, and there's enough wind. It is kind of weird to stop blowing those trees. I mean, the trees over there I can see moving, but I mean, it's probably only a 10-mile-an-hour gust, but it's enough to push the boat sideways when it happens. Every once in a while, it gets a little stronger than 10. I can't believe there's still 37 people watching us not catch anything.
Yeah, but you're entertaining.
Must be my funny looks.
I messaged J Dog and he says, "I'm sorry, I don't recognize this number. Who is
That
this?"
sounds like J Dog.
I'm like, "You shit."
I wonder how they're doing because I thought he said he was going to the river.
Hi, Dustin from Team Snag and Whiskers. He says, "I saw you were live during my lunch break and thought I would come in and hit that thumbs up and say hello."
Well, I appreciate that. That's about the only thing we're catching in here is thumbs ups and insults.
You're catching some rays.
Yeah, getting a little bit of sun. Temperature wise for January, I mean, I couldn't ask for better. It's got to be in the 60s.
Look at that sky. So bright blue. So who do you think's going to win on this River Wars on Saturday?
Was it, who is it? Potomac and, oh, good Lord. What is
No, it's not
Palm Meadows River? Can you remember?
Cooper.
The Cooper. Let's see. It's biggest fish per angler, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, I don't know. I would have to go with the Potomac. If I'm playing the odds, I'd probably have to pick the Potomac. Just because I know that they can catch a lot of fish there in the winter. And I don't know that much about the Cooper in the winter. I don't know that much about the Cooper, period. Especially the Cooper in the winter. But I know that they can catch fish on the Potomac.
Uncle Lou says he thought that Cooper is downer angler. Telly says, hit that thumbs up.
You tell them, babe.
People listen to Telly.
They better. I mean, I don't listen to her, but everybody else should.
You listen to her. Come on. You listen to her and make us think you don't.
Ask her. She'll tell you.
Telly, does he listen to you? Rod Knocker says, there goes your fajitas.
Fajitas!
I'm waiting to see what she says. Oh, there goes the barking dog. Be right back.
Barking dog. Uncle Lou, you know better than that. Telly loves me. She'll feed me. Holy crap, it's almost 1 o'clock. So, with that wind's coming from my right, which means it's blowing straight up the Ohio. And all that debris and current is going the opposite direction. So, ain't no way we're going out there. No way. Ooh. Back up on the bank again. Time flies when you're having fun. Uh-oh, Telly said something, I missed it. Not always, that's why he learns the hard way. It's windy. See if you guys can hear it. Might still be blocked from it a little bit. It's coming from the side. I don't know if you guys could heard that or not. In a 66 and rain here in Richmond, Virginia. Vehicle says 55. It feels really good out here. Wait a minute. If Telly's in her vehicle, who's typing? You can hear the wind. Windy 23 here in Iowa. Well, that's because you live up there in the Arctic. Holy cow. The big gust of wind there. The whole nose of the boat just went. I was stopped when I typed. Okay. Well, now wait a minute. You said was. Does that mean you're not now? You better not be driving and typing. Kick your butt.
See, Daddy?
What's up, Missy? You guys probably see them rods moving in the wind. Woo, we're back into some debris now. Nasty.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
You're all right. Oh, Tully's in the parking lot. All kinds of nastiness. We're going through some nastiness right now.
Is she in the grocery store parking lot or is she in the boat launch parking lot?
Oh, she's not here. She's at the grocery, would be my guess.
Missy wants to know, Chris, get a fish already.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. We have got a lot of debris right here, and I do mean a lot. I'm going to have to reel them in. There's too much debris.
Dale Hayslip wants to know, are you going to drag back the other way?
I don't know. Seems kind of useless at this point.
Tally, yes, we will. She says, we will meet someday, Robin. Fishing Dorset Live is in the house. So what's your plan now, Chris?
I don't know.
What adventure are we going on?
Well, I'm going to poke my nose out here in the Ohio. There's still a lot of debris out there.
Ernie Brown says, I'm back. Had to bump my way to another room. Says, hi, Robin. Hi, Ernie. I hope you're feeling better. Quiet Man Curtis asked, Robin, are you going to CatCon? And yes, I am.
Here's
And
what
my
we're going to
husband will
do.
be there too.
Here's what we're going to do.
What are we going to do?
Now I want to see something. Bear with me.
We're on a mystery trip, folks. Hang in there. Team Snag and Whiskers. Dustin says, I can't wait to meet everyone at CatCon. Downtown Ernie Brown says, I'm on my feet, but still in pain. QC Brian says, likewise, TSW. I know there's going to be so many people. And I'm going to be recognizable because I'll have this Great Dane right by my side. Randall Rhino
didn't make
says,
it very far.
Martin says, me and Robin going to see how much trouble we can get into at CatCon. You got that right, Martin. Quiet Man
There's
Curtis
so
says,
much debris out here, it's just ridiculous.
you know what's funny is watching the water behind you, we didn't see a lot of that debris.
I'm seeing it, trust me. It's nasty.
Outdoors Indiana's Dave Scott wants to know, did you ever find your phone that went overboard there?
No, I didn't. I don't recommend coming out here right now, Dave Scott. It's nasty.
Rod Knocker says, that catfish hoodie is way too clean.
You guys hear the wind?
Yeah, it's really whipping. Kelly says, we can't wait till it's CatCon either.
How'd you like that?
What'd you do? You almost fell.
Oh, there's a whole tree coming right there. We're out of here. That's a whole tree coming.
Yikes. You tried playing Frogger, didn't you? Quiet Man Curtis says, I didn't know we had to wear a helmet. Eddie Gross said safety first. He probably can't hear us, guys, with that wind blowing as hard as it is.
Well, the wind, and then I had the motor to get out of there. There was a. So the bad thing is, I mean, there's a lot of debris out there, and then there's Uncle Lou's going to laugh at this, but for the Ohio, there's a lot of current out there, and then the wind is blowing against the current, which makes it even worse. I mean, here, let me show you guys. Can you see this stuff right in front of the boat?
Yeah.
And then over here, see that tree?
Look at all that.
And that's in this creek. But the same stuff is going down that river out there, and a lot of it. But this is the debris I'm talking about that's coming down that river. You do not want to be out there. Some of it, the water's so choppy out there right now and muddy that you can't see it until it's too late.
Right.
So don't be out there.
Dave Scott says, but there's a fish under that tree. Go get him.
I'm sure there probably is.
Martin says, Curtis thought he was going in for a bath again. Oh, Curtis
See, now, when you get up in this creek, see, like up in here, the debris is not so bad at all. But when you get up past those bridges, then there's a whole lot of debris, but it's small debris, real small stuff. Like leaves and sticks and just stuff that gets caught in your line, just aggravating stuff. But out there, that's boat sinking stuff.
Yeah, Dustin says, yeah, that means get off the water.
Yeah, lower unit killers. I was just getting ready to say that's equipment killer out there. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to tool back up here to the dock, go ahead and load up, head back home.
You're not going to. You're not going to sit there and wait for a bite by the bridge?
No, I didn't mark enough fish to do that.
Yeah, but you don't see that far.
Well, I do when I'm in 20 feet of water.
That's true.
And my side imaging and all that fancy stuff.
You have side imaging?
Yeah.
You're spoiled.
I don't use that side imaging very much. I use it when I need it. Like when I'm actually looking for fish, which is not very often for me. The cats are holding tight into debris. Well, maybe they are, because they weren't anywhere I drug baits today. But anyway, Robin, I appreciate you reading chat. You've done a great job. Everybody that hung out with us, I appreciate it greatly. Everybody that became members today, thank you so much. If we keep gaining members, we'll do more giveaways. That's how that works. People keep joining memberships, we'll do more members-only giveaways. For those of you that don't know, we just gave away an Uncle Lou rod, which is these rods right there.
Yeah, who won that? I forget the name.
Some of the best rods in the business, in my opinion. But
who was it that won that rod?
That was Skeeter. What's his last name? I don't remember. What was his last name, Uncle Lou? I don't remember. Skeeter something. I can't remember his last name. Skeeter Reynolds. I remembered it now. That's who won it. But yeah, anyway, that's how that works. We keep getting members. We keep keeping members. Just means more members only giveaway. I would love to get to the point where we can do like quarterly giveaways, big giveaways like rods and stuff like that. I'd love to get to that point. I missed a giveaway. It was in the night for me. Martin, you had 2 entries and you didn't win.
Eddie Gross.
Actually, I think you can still go back. If you're a member, I think you can still go back and watch it. I mean, it should still be there. Still listed as members only, but we did a boat race. That's how we did it. I thought it was fun. Something different other than the hashtags or the wheel. You were in there for it, weren't you, Robin?
I was. That was
What'd
funny.
you think about that?
That was a good way to do it. And those boats were hysterical because I started out like in last place and I ended up in the middle of the pack.
Yeah. Well, Skeeter Reynolds actually ended up in first and second place.
That was so weird.
Block that sun so I didn't blinding you. Dave Scott, I'm looking forward to meeting you down here sometime. And I got to thank Dave Scott a lot because he made a video a while back, went around looking at these boat ramps around this area. And he showed me some boat ramps in that video that I didn't know about. And I will be using some of those. The only bad thing is they're actually farther away they're an extra 15 or 20 minute drive more than what this is for me. But I really like the way some of those looked like good bait getting spots. So we'll definitely be checking that out. But yeah, anyway, that's a very long way for me to say I'm ending this live stream.
I appreciate you letting me come up. And I hope you have a great day. Stay safe.
Bye, everybody.